Come on in. Come back anytime.
How are you?
Welcome. Come again.
Nice work.
Take your time. Come back soon. Yo.
Welcome. Come again. Welcome. Come back soon.
Welcome. Have a good one. What's up?
Yo.
What?
What do you want? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? See ya. Yo.
Good day to you.
Need something?
Well done. What's the matter? The situation is grim. The situation is grim. The situation is grim. Op details are as follows. That is all. Dismissed.
Let's do this! No match for us.
Right beside you.
Open fire!
They've got backup.
Constant vigilance. It is my job. Incoming.
Come on!
Once more retreat. I
Come on now!
I'm saving you.
Keep an eye on this man!
All
Alright.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
I'm right beside you. Commander down. Go. Good. That's nothing. Who's next?
Enemy commander down!
Who's next?
So boring. What a pushover.
Open fire! Let's do
Incoming.
this!
Watch it.
Get lost! Commander down!
They've got backup.
Keep an eye on them.
All right.
Jetland!
Go.
Cover me!
Get lost! Commander down!
Attack!
I gotta get out of here.
Commander down!
I'll heal you.
All right.
I'm gonna attack!
This happened. Commander down! That all you got? All right. No match for us. Take this! Targeting us! Who's next?
Constant vigilance! Terribly sorry.
That was no joke.
Beg pardon?
Well,
Next.
Commander down!
Terribly sorry.
All right. Let's end this!
Now I'm pissed.
I'll heal you.
'Twas a worthy foe.
On the attack. This isn't good.
All right.
Right beside you. Right beside you.
Tango's ahoy!
Can't relax yet.
They've got backup.
Get lost! Commander down!
Do this.
All
I'm going in.
On the attack!
Cut them down! All right.
Keep an eye on them!
Destruction is salvation.
Incoming. Watch it. Incoming. Watch it.
This
Constant
power
vigilance.
is beyond mortal.
There's no other way.
Can't run away now.
Keep an eye on them!
Take cover!
Revive by the contract.
Are you alright? To arms! Now take a stand!
Oh, you won.
Now take a stand!
I will abide by the contract.
Now take a stand!
You saved me! Champion, not good!
Are you alright?
This power is beyond mortal. I will abide by the
You ready?
contract.
What's up?
I'm pissed.
One of your
Run away
retreats!
now.
Right beside you!
I offer
Incoming. Watch it.
constant vigilance!
Feel the cold's embrace.
There is no other way!
Beyond feel the cold's embrace.
Constant vigilance! This is for my people!
You okay?
Right beside you!
Embrace. Feel the cold's embrace.
The enemy is
Are you alright? I can
I'm gonna attack.
Power beyond mortal. Abide by the
Are you alright?
You're mine.
Are you okay? Let's go!
To arms!
Let's go!
Surprise, dipshits.
Are you okay?
Stay away.
Here are
Thanks.
my hopes and dreams!
This happens.
In the name of justice!
Watch it.
I offer this prayer.
Watch it. Fall back.
Are you alright? Here are my hopes and dreams! listen to my song.
I'll heal you.
Please listen to my song.
This power is beyond me.
Please.
I'll heal you.
Feel the cold embrace.
You shan't escape.
That was new.
Please listen to my song.
You ready?
I will abide by the contract.
Go.
Feel the cold embrace.
So boring. Watch it.
Are you okay?
Going in.
Are you okay? Burn them all.
Incoming.
Power is beyond mortal. Feel the cold
In the
embrace.
name of Jutland.
Incoming. Watch it.
I'm right beside you.
Feel the cold embrace.
I'll get this happen.
I'll heal you.
Power is beyond mortal. Feel
Now
the
take
cold
a stand.
embrace.
Oh, you want it? I'll be fine.
Now take us all.
You saved an eye on me.
Destruction is salvation.
I was not strong enough.
What's the matter? Well done. The situation is grim. The situation is grim. We have the advantage. Op details are as follows. That's all. Vandergen, move out.
April 5th. The Jutland army departed for the imperial domain of Glotzen.
Shadows rise as darkness falls.
Yes, it's night.
I wonder, is the Valkyria as nocturnal as the rumors claim?
They're not rumors, it's intelligence.
Still, to think it was a night owl. But I guess it's not too surprising, what with its image as a reaper.
Tonight's a surprise attack. I'm sure it won't show up.
Let it. I'll just show that thing the business end of all my training. You hear that, Reaper? Bring it on. I'll tussle with you anytime.
Helena, you're being too loud.
Pray tell, how certain is this information?
Is there any reason to doubt it?
Nay, not as far as I know. But in that case, should we not avoid combat after dusk?
The only thing we should do is complete our missions and keep an eye out for the Valkyria. Same as always. Doesn't matter when. We won't win the war if we avoid fighting at night.
Huh.
Enough talk. Yeah. Let's do this!
Good to go. Intercept the enemy!
We can do
In
this!
the name of Jutland!
Dipshits.
Sorry.
Rest in peace.
Next.
No match for us.
Intercept the enemy!
Constant vigilance.
Keep it up!
In the name of Jutland!
On the attack!
The tides are turning.
Another. Now's my chance.
Victory!
Next.
Rest in peace.
That all you got?
Commander down!
Honest.
We can handle this.
Intercept the enemy! There, shoots!
Let's end this!
It's going well.
Rest in peace.
Onward
To victory!
That was no joke.
Constant vigilance.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Keep it up!
Who's next?
Get lost!
Push through!
So boring.
Who's next?
Next.
This is a cinch.
For now, but we can't let our guard down.
I don't intend on relaxing my guard, but the Empire's being moronic. This isn't even a decent defense.
Maybe we just got too dang strong. Right, Pee-Pee?
Something seems amiss.
What does?
This feels too easy by far. We have bypassed much tighter security than this, I believe. 'Tis almost as if we are being invited in.
You heard her. What do you think, Lieutenant?
The princess is right. They're hardly putting up a fight.
Their numbers match the intel.
Could it be that the intelligence is inaccurate?
It came from a reliable source.
This is unlike you. Have you properly confirmed it?
I'm sure it's been verified.
I was asking Amlet.
What do you suggest we do? Turn back?
If only we could. We cannot ignore the reports of the enemy developing new weaponry.
Then we keep going.
I'll prove myself.
Let's end this! All right.
What a pushover.
End this!
Tides are turning!
We can do this!
All right.
Onward to victory!
Commander down!
On the attack! I'm getting the hang of this.
All right.
A murderer!
This is going well.
Commander down! Let's end this! Commander down!
I'll prove myself.
Let's end this! All right. I'm going in. Right beside you. Commander down.
Shut them down!
Tides are turning!
Commander down! Push through!
There is no other way.
End this! Push through this together!
Who's next?
Taste my blade!
Take this! Commander down! Push through this together!
Huh?
Nothing is here.
Huh?
Well, well. What a sad state this is.
Balderdash! A reliable source, my perfect posterior. How's that crow tasting, Captain Clueless?
You don't think this is a...
Uh-oh.
It's a trap.
Now, let the hunt begin.
There's less enemies that way. There are woods past this encirclement.
It may be another trap.
But it's the only way out.
Amlet!
We can't stay here, Captain. We need to split up and head back to the woods.
You're right. Get to the woods and get back to where we rested. Meet back up before dawn.
And if we're late?
We can't wait for stragglers. Come daybreak, we leave.
No.
Criminy, our so-called captain's cold-blooded to the core.
Go, go!
I found them!
Take cover!
Keep it up!
Go! Reinforcements!
Stay away.
Keep it up!
I've got you.
Reinforcements!
Keep it up!
I'm right beside you. Reinforcements! Reinforcements!
Damn shoots!
The thrill of the chase. All units, follow me. Hunt them down.
Hamlet!
It's just you.
Something wrong with that?
Sorry.
For what?
The trap. You were right.
Now is not the time to discuss right or wrong. Our first and only priority is escape.
Yes, of course.
That was the first time.
Hmm?
That you apologized to me.
What are you talking about?
Honestly, I am somewhat amazed. Several years have passed since we met at the Institute, but this was the first sorry I've heard from you.
You remember the weirdest things.
For as long as we've known each other, you've always been ahead of me. Even though we were in different classes, it was your name I had to compete with for the top seed and the highest grades. Which is why, during our shared courses, I was curious about your alchemic abilities. Even back then, you were a man of few words.
That's so?
If I may, there was something I wished to ask you.
What's that?
Whenever Hans delivers a report from the battlefront, each time he mentions the death toll, you look so sad.
Casualties are hardly pleasant news.
But of course, I can barely stand to hear about good people getting hurt, or worse. Yet your reaction is different. I can scarcely describe it. You seem pained. Even at the Institute of Alchemy, you were always so tense, never letting anyone get close. I visited the Institute the other day to see the professor.
Professor Charlotte? Why?
Because I wanted to ask how to improve my alchemic ability. Hamlet, have you been attuned to Ragnite since you were a child?
Why do you ask?
I want to be strong like you. I wanted to know how to heighten my power over mana.
I don't know. I've always had this power. An ambush.
I cannot believe we allowed so many to surround us.
The hunt grows most exciting once you've cornered your prey.
rocks! Go! Engaging!
Taste my blade!
Let's end this!
In the name of justice!
Damage!
Taste my blade!
Cut them down! Burn them all!
Taste my blade!
Reinforcements! All right. Go. Burn them all! Take this! Cut them down!
Taste my blade!
Get back down!
Fight!
Go.
To arms! Hear
Thanks.
my hopes and dreams!
You ready?
Taste my blade! That shines
Cut them down! Honest.
Taste my blade!
Take this!
Taste my blade! Taste my blade! To arms! Please listen to my song!
You ready?
Taste my blade! Taste my blade!
Honest.
Let's try to turn it!
Who's next?
Taste my blade! Taste my blade!
Honest.
Taste my blade!
Honest. Get lost! Mission complete. As expected.
Is that a new muscle?
Oh my, alchemists really are the most dangerous game of all. I'd better treat this wild goose chase like a monster hunt. All units retreat! Return to base! Or what's left of it.
We made it.
Somehow we did.
Sun's almost up. Let's go.
It's morning.
Well then, time to go. Chop chop, captain's orders.
Of all people, it's those two who didn't make it.
So, what's the call?
I'm waiting.
Me too.
So will I.
Are you gonna disobey the captain's orders, Lieutenant?
The rest of you go. I'll find the princess on my own.
If we're gonna wait, we should stay here. We can't afford to miss them.
I'll stay. Everyone, please go look for the captain and the princess.
We better split between those who are going to stay and the search party.
Good grief. All right, I'll be on the search party.
Count me in. If Fifi's nearby, I'll sniff her out for sure.
What the dickens? Why, I never...
Of course, they're an integral part of Vandergen.
First, the search party should...
Hold up. Someone's coming.
What are you doing, Bloom? Hide!
It's the captain!
Fifi!
I'm sorry to have worried you, Sarah.
I'm glad you're safe.
I told you not to wait.
It was my call. I accept responsibility for disobeying orders.
Nuh-uh, I was totally gonna wait for Fifi, no matter what.
Me too. I said we should wait.
If you say that, all of us are guilty.
Well, maybe not Isaac, right?
That's right. Isaac was the only one who was a good soldier.
So true. He's a model military man. We could all learn from him.
Odds bodkins, what are you ragamuffins ragging on me for? I did nothing wrong.
We know. It's a joke, lad. A joke!
Well then.
I'll deal with you all back at base.
But beg pardon? But it was for our sakes that they...
That doesn't mean I'm not grateful for what you did. Thank you, all of you. Let's go.
Yes.
The way the media reported the Battle of Glotzen was the complete opposite for Jutland and the Ruzi Empire. Jutland had reported that they destroyed the enemy base and successfully escaped a large besiegement.
Yes, the people had no idea that they were lured into a trap. And meanwhile, at the Ruzi Empire,
Comrades, Ruse has succeeded in routing the Jutish invasion. the end of winter brings with it the time of awakening. A new beginning for the Ruzi Empire. This huge victory lays an imperial foundation upon which we promise to rebuild our motherland back to eternal greatness.
The time of awakening. That is when you mortals cast away the Azure power. However, such a time will never come to pass. Young, fleeting mortals, you will never see the twilight. For I will end everything.
I'm so sorry, Am. The only consolation is that you came back safely.
Violet, don't meet with your contact for a while.
No can do. On the contrary, he'll suspect me if I don't.
Gotta side with Saul here. They might have been trying to flesh out spies. Like you.
But he's a source of information.
It's for your own good.
Am, do you agree with the others too?
Of course. Can't do this without you, Vi.
Oh, you're making me tear up. Thanks for worrying, everyone. But I'm going to maintain contact with him.
The operation was a success.
Yes, it was.
To think scattering information would produce such results. Now to expose these vermin infesting our country. Treat every person you meet as an enemy.
Are you in pain, comrade?
It's not as bad as it looks. And I was so close to getting rid of that meddlesome princess.
Focus on recovering for the nonce.
Words can't describe my shame, sire.
Jutland will attempt to recover from their blunder at Glotzen as soon as they are able. However, it's obvious how an operation that is rushed will turn out.
Yes, but with winter ending, we can finally take the initiative, Your Majesty.
Ha!
Councilman Collenberg.
Yes?
My name is Godot Villefort.
Ah, you.
I take it the captain's told you about me.
Let's move to another location. This isn't the place for our discussion.
The more I look into you all, the heavier it weighs on my heart. I know what you're doing is morally questionable at best, but I can't help but understand.
Then why not leave it at that? Kindly stop looking into us. We chose this path in order to move forward. I'd appreciate if you continue your missions under Amlet, especially if you care for your country.
I intend to.
We don't need anyone's sympathy.
Then allow me to continue. The retreat at Glotzen forced the traders to proceed to the next operation immediately.
At last we come to the great battle of Cavaltus.
I have a favor to ask of you, Captain. I'm frustrated about the battle at Glotzen, so please win the next one for us, sir.
That's your favor?
Yes, sir. That's it.
You're a little close.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, the anti-war movement's gotten really vocal lately. They say an army who can't admit defeat is an embarrassment, that we should surrender to Ruse before it's too late.
Hans, what are your thoughts on our last battle?
Me, sir? I think I'm glad everyone here came out safe. To me, Vannergund is more than a unit. It's an inspiration. The anti-Valkyria squad is the face of Jutland's liberation. That's why I'm so happy you all made it back in one piece.
Oh no! Bridget, wipe that look off your face.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Yes, sir!
Don't worry about what anyone else thinks.
Goodness gracious, was that...
Did he just smile?
No way!
What?
Oh, I missed it! You should have said something sooner!
Ow, that hurts!
They're all so charmed by your singing, milady. It is strange. I do not know the full extent of this magic. However, now that I am aware of it, I can feel it inside me. A power sprung from every breath and rising with each note. A power for fighting the Valkyria? Nay, not for fighting. 'Tis a spark of light and life, like the warmth of a newborn star. Does that make any sense?
Judging by their expressions, it really does. Anyway, you sure have visited a lot of new places in a short amount of time.
I am not exactly sightseeing.
Of course not, but haven't you already experienced more than you ever would have otherwise?
True. Even though they were under the Empire's control, every land I've traveled to had its own unique lifestyle. No matter how much Ruse took, the hearts of these nations still beat strong. It gives me hope for their liberation.
That's one way to look at it. But even though the Ruzi colonies are being oppressed, they'll accept it as long as they can keep their cultures. In other words, the Empire left their customs intact. For example, if festivals and holidays are left alone, people can let off steam and relieve their frustrations. And then, oddly enough, they start convincing themselves that the Emperor understands them. Some say that's why they've accepted a foreign regime. Claudius, that tyrant, he's downright insidious.
Just so. Looking back on the history of Europa, tyrannical governments can only impose their rule by force for so long. Conquerors who disregard the traditional cultures of their colonies are inevitably overthrown by rebels and insurgents. Until we unmask the insidious nature of his reign, we cannot truly claim to have liberated anyone. Jutland has to lead Europa into opening its own eyes.
Then you should sing to the countries you've liberated too.
I beg your pardon?
Music heals the soul and rejuvenates the people's spirits, including mine. Your Highness's voice could rally the whole world together.
Thank you, Miranda.
Now go on and sing. They've been waiting all this time.
Indeed.
Next is Freet Erickson and Violet Sand.
Figured you'd show up sooner or later. Heard you already met with Solomon.
Indeed.
You're a strange guy. You seek us out, but don't sling any criticism or support our way. What exactly are you after?
I honestly don't know. I just want to meet you all.
Well, as you can plainly see, I'm nothing more than a writer, an essayist. We each have our own jobs.
All of which aid you in your current endeavors. It takes an extraordinary amount of willpower to remain devoted to a single cause so thoroughly for 10 years.
After the orphanage burned, a teacher took me in. I spent my days in a house filled with books and devoured all of them. That's how I learned about the power of words. I eventually started writing for newspapers to see more of the world.
And then you went freelance?
Wanted to broaden my horizons further, that's all.
And did you?
There's still a great deal I don't know, but I like learning. It gives me something I can call my own. You know, I was initially opposed to the war. The 5 of us fought about it more than a few times. But eventually I came around. Our whole lives were erased. They tried to bury the truth, but they forgot to bury us. So we decided it was time to fight. But enough about that. Let me ask you, will you take action against us?
No, I have only love for this country. And I think I best serve this country by fighting alongside you all.
You're a strange man.
I won't argue that. Lieutenant Sand.
Oh. So you came. I heard about you from Amlet. I'm surprised you were able to find me.
It wasn't easy.
Why not use that determination for Jutland?
That's what has brought me to all of you.
It seems you know about us, yet you don't try to stop us.
If there's one thing I've learned about the Captain, it's no use trying to stop him once he's set his mind to something.
Yes. It's no use trying to stop it.
For that very reason, I want you to continue. Your fervor will ensure Jutland's victory, and that is all that matters.
You plan to exploit us?
Not unlike how you're exploiting this country.
And we're prepared to accept the consequences for that. Ever since the day we decided to do this. Satisfied?
Yes.
You're an unusual person.
I get that a lot.
Come on in. Look at the quality. Come back anytime.